the top 3 quick and easy ways to increase sales without working more deals. Do you imagine like being able to not work more deals, not being like working day in and day out to close more deals and actually making more money? Well, there is a way to do that. There are 3 quick and easy ways that you can apply right now. And if you follow those ways, you will be able to get more sales without working more time. If that's something that you would like to hear, make sure that you stay tuned, guys. Make sure that you stay in there because I'm going to share with you some bombs. Now, what you gotta understand is that for the longest time, I really saw the problem of, and that's a great thing. You gotta work some deals. You gotta like put some energy in because that's a free way to get whatever you want in business. But one of the things that I quickly realized was the fact that, man, like if I don't work, the machine is not working, and that's really a problem. And I really struggled for a long time to see how can like, do I have to work like this all my life? Do I have to like hustle all like this all my freaking life? I didn't want to do that. Nobody does. And the thing is, after some point, I realized, man, there are some systems, some interesting ways that you can advertise. You can set up sales funnels and all things like that that can actually make you kind of like pretty much generate things on automatic. And I liked that. And I'm going to share with you those ways, those things that you can set up, set in stone things that you can set up right now in your funnels, in whatever you are doing. And if you're applying those strategies, those will be set in stone and you can put them on automatic and actually get more sales without actually working more deals. So I'm going to share with you those quick 3 easy ways right now. So number 1 way is to create the offer of the century. Like when I mean that is that, guys, one of the reasons nobody is not buying your stuff, one of the reasons is because like the thing that you're selling isn't sexy enough. Nobody wants to buy your thing. Nobody wants to buy it. Why? Because it doesn't make sense enough to give up the thing that you want them to give you, which is oftentimes money. But it applies in all your life. Like the price, the thing they have to get has to be so ridiculously valuable that they will pay whatever they have to get it. If you get to that level of offer, if you get to that level, you will be able to sell way more stuff because, guys, there is a difference between selling a product, and I talk about that often, selling a product and selling an offer. This isn't the same thing. A product is a singular thing, a commodity that you are battling with other people. Let's say you're doing online marketing, because I see we have online marketers on the clubhouse right now. If you're trying to go on a product-to-product basis, what's going to happen is that you're going to go in competition with a ton of people that are doing the same thing as you do. And what's going to happen ultimately is that, okay, like this guy is doing the same thing as the other one. I'm just going to go for the cheapest that gives the same result, basically. And then what happens oftentimes is that you have like a war to the bottom, which means that everybody is trying to win the other one on price, and like you cut in your profit margins and you are freaking miserable because you don't have any money left for yourself. And that's not a way of living. But you got guys that are doing things in another way. They build offers, and offers are multiple products bundled together. And those things are extremely interesting for a specific reason, because you are able to create way more value, a unique solution to your prospects, and that separates yourself from the competition. Plus, because you have more value packed into that same, ultimately you want to give the same results. You do it better with like more things and more options to do it for them. And ultimately you can charge more. So that differentiates yourself from the competition. Plus you can charge more for your products. And if you do it correctly, you can even do even less work than that if you set it up correctly. But the thing is, whenever you're able to create offers that are extremely attractive, you get more clients, you're able to differentiate yourself, and you get able, even if you get more clients, to charge more. And that's extremely cool. Second way that's extremely important that you got to use if you want to get more sales without working more deals. And if you guys are interested, like if you guys like what I'm sharing with you right now, make sure that you share the room with somebody, because it's like, it's not finished. I'm going to share with you some things that you won't believe. Tip number 2, get better at one-to-many selling. Like for real. Like I'm going real serious right now. Listen to me, guys. I love the fact that we are able to negotiate a deal with one person, understand the needs, closing the deal, that's extremely great. And that's a skill that you need to have. But the problem with that one is that you're only able to close 1% of the time. And I know some people in a time of one presentation to one person can make a presentation to 9,000 people. And instead of making $3,000, they make 3.2 million. And that's a real life example. That's something that definitely happened. I realized it was extremely important to learn one-to-many selling whenever I was watching GrowthCon. I don't know if you guys know Grant Cardone, but he has like one of the biggest events in the industry about business, where he invites like a ton of celebrities and businessmen and girls. So I was in that event and I saw this guy called Russell Brunson. And I was like, okay, interesting. Like he's doing his presentation, like 3 secrets and all that. I just watched his presentation. And what happened when I heard how much he made, how much money he made at the end of this presentation in 1 hour and a half, the man made $3.2 million. He basically broke a world record of the most paid speaker in the history, I think. So I was like, that's pretty good. Like I'm prospecting cold calling for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and this guy is making 3.2 million. Like there is something there, you know. So I understood like there was something that I was missing. So the thing is, with one-to-many selling, it's actually extremely interesting that they're able to compress time and sell much more in such a small amount of time. So that's extremely important that you got to understand how to do that, because it will save a lot of time. You can automate it. That's one of the greatest things, because one-to-many selling, like selling on stage, it's pretty much the same thing as selling on a video or selling on a webinar or selling on a live stream like I'm doing right now. That's pretty much the same way to do it. So if you're able to do that, that opens a huge opportunity for your business to sell more in a less amount of time. And you can even automate it, which is the cool part. Now, tip number 3 that I got for you guys is to throw more hooks. Did you went fishing sometimes? Did you went fishing at some point? Can you understand with me, even if you didn't went fishing at some point, that if you have more baits out, more hooks out into the sea, you have a higher chances to actually get a fish? Can you follow me on this point? Do you understand me, even if you never went fishing? That's exactly the same thing with your marketing. The more hooks you are selling, things to grab the attention, to capture your customers, the more you're sending those into the sea of prospects that you are having, the higher the chances for you to get as many fish, as many prospects, as many customers as possible. So you gotta send more hooks. But what are hooks in marketing, Gabriel? Well, hooks are headlines. They are images that grab the attention of people. Like, you know, when you're scrolling on Instagram, on Facebook, and you have that like, pow, and you see that and you're like, oh, that stops me. What's this? Let's check it out. Those things, you're gonna have like as many of them as possible, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, testing which one is working the best, which bait is better for which fish. So you can like, okay, target like, okay, I want to target those specific customers. I'm going to throw that bait because I know that bait, because I tested it, is working better. But the thing is, you got to throw a ton of hooks. And when I say a ton, I mean like 10 times more than what you're thinking. And when I say hooks, it can be anything. It's something that grabs the attention and make them listen to your sales pitch. And what's actually interesting, if you look back to the 3 points that we just talked about, we've got hooks, we've got the sales parts, and we've got the offers. Those are the 3 main parts of any sales pitch, whatever is the platform that you're using, whether you're doing a live presentation, even like a one-on-one call. It's pretty much the same thing. You grab their attention, you sell them on the opportunity, and then you close them with a great offer. And you got to have those three components working together. That's what I always say. I always say, like, having the machine, like the whole system working together. You gotta have great hooks, which means that you gotta grab their attention with like, hey man, this is amazing, man, this is going to change your life, man. Like you gotta find a way to grab their attention. Stories like, bam, I'm in your face, I'm here and I'm grabbing your attention. In their feed, wherever they are, grabbing more of those customers with those hooks. Second thing, whenever you have their attention, you gotta be good at one-to-many selling. In the situation, if you are selling in a webinar, on the internet or on stage, you got to grab their attention and you got to sell them on the opportunity that you're going to give them. And then your offer has to be excellent. Because if you sell them like, yeah, man, I see the value, I see that's a great thing, but your offer is like, man, you won't get as many sales. So you got to have those three components figured out so you can get as many sales as possible. Plus, guys, I got a little bonus tip for you because you always know that your boy Gabriel always like to give you some great stuff. And the bonus tip that I got for you is to understand that one-to-many selling is the way for you to grow your business super fast. Like if you wanna grow your business incredibly fast, you have two ways to scale your business. Like you can scale it like by working more and like you're getting better, so you can see the revenue that's growing slowly. But if you're able to understand how to sell one-to-many plus, you're able to do it like really well, oftentimes, and drive traffic to that, man, like all of a sudden, like you grow like 100,000 times faster. There are success stories like of people that made millions in just a few months because they understood how to go with one-to-many selling. You cannot really do that, or at least it's extremely hard. It has for you for much more effort to do that one-to-one selling, which is excellent because it's a great opportunity to generate business by yourself. But if you're able to generate business by yourself, but with more people at a time, making more sales in one time, that's better. So you got to understand that one-to-many selling is the way for you to grow your business